fire truck, you make like a weird ding, you know, if you, I mean, I know it'll be a lot more editing, but you should do that, like to make
fire truck.
funny
Woo,
for the,
woo,
Should be
woo.
some weird noise comes in if
no,
somebody
like
is
a
a
ding,
bad one.
like a
People-
fire truck counter.
I
People
know.
watch the podcast,
I'll be. I know what I'll do. I'll be Victoria Waterfield and say, "Oh, fiddlesticks." That's better, isn't it? Oh,
You like
fiddlesticks.
Victoria?
No, I do not. She's a fucking scrawny old cow.
A lot of times in podcasts,
You have a crush on Victoria Waterfield. I've seen your posters.
No, that's you. You're the one that's got all over the place. So shut up.
You'll notice a lot of the time in podcasts, I'll use sci-fi words. Like a good one is in Farscape they used Frel. Galactica was frack.
Oh yeah, frack. What the frack was that, man?
Phillip, have you seen Watership Down before? About that film about rabbits.
Please don't remind me of that because I
know that's such a sad movie.
Yeah, I watched that I watched that a long time ago.
I was watching that on my break today at work. It was on like TV. I was watching it. It was so upsetting.
I watched it when it originally aired in the cinemas, and I cried my eyes out all the way through that. It was horrible. What year was that? 1979 or 78 or something like that?
That was way back then, yeah.
Yeah.
It was when you were having tea parties with the dinosaurs.
No.
Oh,
No, that was back in the days when Phillip hung out in clubs where the music went oons, oons, oons.
That's all true.
It was a thought that it was going
Actually, no, it was more like.
Not a man.
Oh, it was like that, actually. Yeah.
Back in Philip's transvestite days.
Do you know what, Matt? Can you leave the podcast now, please?
How about no?
You're making me really bad that I pressed that record button about 5 minutes ago.
No!
No bad language then, everyone.
Yeah, you're not going to hear it, though, because it's
All I can say is... that's all we're playing of that. Otherwise, I'll get hit with a copyright notice. Yes. Okay. Now, a lot of folks are going to notice at the beginning of this video. I put up a picture of Louie the cat. Now, what happened was we were supposed to record this yesterday, but what happened was Louie's health took a major turn for the worse, and he ended up passing away last night, and that's why I postponed the podcast till today. He would have been 18 years old this spring, and it's just so weird, sitting here now, and he's not in the house, It's just, hard to even get used to that thought. But wherever he is, at least all I can say is, he's not in pain now. He's somewhere better, and that's all I can say about it, really. But let's get into the business at hand. If AJ stops jumping around.
Sorry.
Okay. We're here to discuss Last Christmas, this year's Christmas special for Doctor Who. Let's go around and get, hey, there. Like I said, there would have been a much bigger cast, but like I said, I had to postpone it till today. We lost Graham, of course, because he was at a match, and you know what happens, to Scottish guys after a match,
They start crying.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's another ranting Scotsman in the street.
Exactly.
You probably won't get home till 1 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yep. Okay, so let's go around and get hey there, hi there, ho there's from the folks who were able to make it. Let's go to Nightwing.
Hello.
All right, Phillip.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
AJ.
Hello, children.
William.
Hey now.
All right, Callan.
Hi there, all the way from Anthonie in the back of my bike.
Anthony.
How you doing?
And Matthew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Matt Rose joining us for the first time over here. We just discussed this one on the Whovians a little while ago, so that's going to be a little bit weird for me, but okay. Last Christmas, like I said, me personally, I enjoyed it, but let's go around and let's get everyone's views on it. Okay, opening thoughts, Last Christmas. Let's start with Nightwing.
I didn't enjoy it that much. Like, some Christmas episodes I kind of, enjoyed to a certain amount, but it kind of got boring to me, and the fact that Santa Claus was hyped up so much, it ended up just being a dream. So it kind of got a bit boring for me.
Okay. Phillip?
On initial watching, I didn't enjoy it at first as well, but then after subsequent watches, I really enjoyed it, and I like the concept of the dream crabs. I like I like the scene where Clara was aged as an old woman, and it sort of like replayed the Time of the Doctor episode bit with the Christmas crackers, so that was nice. And I'm a bit I'm a bit upset that Michael Troughton didn't get much of a screen presence. He should have had a bigger role. And the overall story was really was confusing at first, but once you get used to it, you understand what it's all about, and it wasn't too bad. It was quite cool. And Pete Capaldi for me this time round wasn't as bad as he has been in the past couple of episodes for me. He was quite good in this one.
Okay. AJ?
Yeah, for me, the first watching, I loved this episode. It felt to me a bit like Life on Mars or Ashes to Ashes, sort of, reality mixed in with fantasy. So it was quite well done.
All right. William?
I enjoyed this episode, and then after repeat watching, I came up with 2 questions. I'll bring up a little later on. And I was the only one question that's not part of the 2 is if Clara was not going to come back, was that her aging the final solution for the episode?
That's a good question, because from what I read in the one interview with Moffat and the gang, they said there was a lot of to and froing towards the end there. So it is a good possibility that maybe she wasn't going to come back. She had up till I think the first of the year to actually sign a contract. And so who knows? But like I said, as far as we know now, yeah, she is on for Series 9. That's confirmed. So all I can say is I hope it's good. She was pretty good in Series 8. Okay, Callan?
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one. A lot of nice touches. A lot of good acting. Yeah. I'm happy to get into this one.
Okay, Anthonie?
Well, how do I say this politely? I thought it was appalling. The director just and the writing together just seemed so lost. Other episodes that Paul Wimshurst, I'm saying his name wrong probably, has directed have been wonderful, but this one just seemed so iffy. Where were they going with it? Like one of the other podcasters stated, the old age of Clara. That was going to be her way out most likely, but sadly and unfortunately for all Whovians out there, she's signed on for Series 9. So along with Moffat still showrunner, I think it's pretty much going to kill the series. I think BBC is looking for a way out of Doctor Who, and this Christmas episode was definitely a nice end cap for an atrocious season.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's great.
Man's entitled to his opinion.
Well, I'm
bottles. We can't argue with that.
Well, I've loved other Christmas episodes. One of my favorite was the wardrobe one with the little old lady and her kids and the. That was a nice. Well, it was a nice, touchy-feely Christmas episode that you kind of think, hey, it's the season. Let's be happy. With this one, the whole Christmas present that I wanted was Bye Bye Clara, but sadly we didn't get that.
No.
That one was smeg.
And I thought I was going to be the only one. Wow.
Well, come on. It's Christmas. Somebody has to be the Grinch.
And Graham's not here.
Okay, Matt.
Hello. 3rd review of last Christmas so far. Oh, where do I start? So,
Just give us some thoughts.
Well, I've covered quite a lot on the previous 2 reviews, but I'll just go with this. I really enjoyed the special. I really liked it. Good sets. The casting was done well, but again, Michael Troughton very underused as Professor Albert. He should have not been killed off. But I did like when he ate the turkey leg and said the alien reference. It made Capaldi look disgusted with humans. The writing was very good. For Capaldi's Doctor, he seems to be flowing better, and him and Jenna seem to be on a good track relationship. This episode just feels like it's setting the foundation for Series 9, that there's going to be no nonsense now. We're leaving all of the on my terms nonsense behind and her ties to Earth. So she's not going to be the Moni Clara anymore. She's not going to be Perry Clara, as Tim Wells calls her. She's going to be Donna Clara. Texas Tim, sorry, not Tim Wells. Got confused for a second, but all in all, I really did enjoy this story, and I can't wait to see where it goes next for The Magician's Apprentice. I'll still give it a 10.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's talk about some high points in this episode. We'll start with Nightwing again. What were some high points for Last Christmas? What were the parts you really enjoyed about it?
There were a few things I kind of enjoyed, but like, one thing I did enjoy was, the dancing thing was quite funny. What was her name? Yeah, she was told to dance, wasn't she, or do something to keep herself calm. That was quite funny that she ended up just doing a random bunch of dance moves. Like, she wasn't just told to do like, any, just simple. She just went full out and did that was quite funny. And I also like that the elves were quite, Santa's elves were like
Dan Starkey and Nathan.
Yeah.
No, not the people. I meant the actual elves themselves. They were quite, they joked around a bit, and they behave like what you'd think an elf would behave like, if you got what I mean. It's hard to say, like, Santa obviously, Clara thinking that, Santa wasn't real, and the elves were joking around. That's kind of what I liked, that, they didn't say, oh, well, you're stupid, but they were joking around, like saying, oh yeah, your parents put those trees under the presents under the tree, when they could have, like, when they were meaning that they could have technically given you a big pile of presents any day of the year they liked. And that's kind of what I liked about that. They decided to keep the elves like more of a jokey type of support instead of like having. But the dancing was kind of the main point of mine.
Oh, okay, Phillip.
Oh, there I am. Okay. Yeah. High points. I like what everybody else might say. I think my biggest high point is the scene with old age Clara and the Doctor, and them replaying the Time of the Doctor sequence with the cracker. That was the highest point. My second highest point is actually seeing Capaldi enjoying himself on the sleigh and being all smiley and happy. That's the first we've seen of that kind of emotion. So I like that as well, and I'm hoping to see more of that next year.
All right, AJ.
A high point for me was the opening credits where the TARDIS comes through and there's a whole bunch of snow that comes with it.
Oh, okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, the snow comes through. Also, when the Santa locks the reindeer like the TARDIS from End of Time. The Doctor has a key to lock the TARDIS.
Oh, that was terrible. No. Anyway.
It was funny. And
it's been done to death, that bit, but carry on.
Yeah.
And the creepy blackboards, it felt a bit like Ashes to Ashes, that part where they kept wiping the board and something new would come up on it.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah. That was creepy. Okay, William?
Well, the Doctor and Clara revelations about the lie they told to each other at the end of the last episode, I liked that. And I also liked the character of Shona. I see her as a potential future companion.
Okay. All right, Callan?
As for go ahead.
Oh, was that all you had? I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
All right, Callan?
Yeah. Marseille, I think her name is. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Shona, very good. I thought she was going to turn up as a magician's apprentice in the next story, but maybe not. That's maybe been revised. Like her. What else was the doctor says nobody likes the tangerines. And Nick Frost's face changes as Santa Claus comes to realization nobody appreciates his signature gift. Slides Merry Christmas Everybody, my favourite Christmas song. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with his immobilizer. The doctor says there's a horror movie called Alien. That's really offensive. No wonder everyone keeps invading you. A cup of tea and a punch in the face, that sounds like something I would say.
Yeah, I love that bit there because of the fact that, it's such a classic sci-fi movie and the poor doctor doesn't even know what anyone's talking about.
Yeah. Look, the doctor says no. The doctor says no. What I hate about the obvious. Clara says what, and he says the doctor says missing it. Yeah. It's Christmas in the North Pole. Who are you going to call?
All right.
Swapping numbers was quite cute. I like that on his sleigh. Shona's list to the bottom, forgive Dave, with 3 question marks. Shona ticks forgive Dave. Again, it points to the fact she might be coming back, and Dave will be the new love interest in this story. Elves were right. Exit line for exit line. Interaction between Capaldi and Nick Frost was really, really good. I'll do for now. I'll put something else at the end. Or I'll do this in a bit as well.
Oh, okay.
At the end, when the doctor and Clara are standing at the TARDIS door, Clara laughs and says, "Look at you all happy. That's rare." The doctor says, "Now, what's rare? I never get a second chance. So, what happened this time? I don't even know who to thank." Then he looks around as if he's looking for a fat man in a red and white suit. The TARDIS dematerializes, and then the lights fade up on the windowsill where we're watching this from to reveal a tangerine. And in my mind, at least, suddenly everyone loves the tangerines.
Yeah, it kind of gets like I think Moffat said. He goes, it kind of shows you that that part, that Santa was basically engineering this whole thing. It kind of gives you that thought.
Yes.
Okay, Anthony, were there any high points for you?
Well, like one of the other casters said that the Shauna character, she was so pleasant compared to Clara in this one. I really enjoyed her, and the dancing was just absolutely absurd, but it was worth it. She was rumored to be on the short list also, hence is why she got so much airtime on this episode. And the numbers, I've been running the numbers that Clara ran off against other episodes, and a couple of them did match up, but I still haven't gone through 50 years worth of episodes. So I'm starting to think that maybe there's a hint, Easter egg there with those numbers. But yeah, the Shauna character was just very pleasant. How she basically told off the doctor a couple times. So, and the doctor saying "shut up" 5 or 6 times was quite wonderful.
Okay, Matt.
Oh, hello. High points. The revelation scene where they're trying to work out how can there be 8 crew members, and you see the 4 main ones are attached by dream crabs. Oh, that was a good twist. I felt really sad at the end when you see them return to the time zones. Without Michael Troughton. the elderly lady was in a wheelchair. I was surprised at that. I didn't think she'd be in that. More high points is I think I've truly just generally enjoyed this story. I can see where people were coming from. It does seem like Moffat's took a lot of rehashes of ideas like Inception or a bit of the dance scene from Guardians of the Galaxy with Shauna. But I thought Shauna had great chemistry. She weren't a companion for to the Doctor, but she acted like one. Her personality truly made me feel like we were getting another Lucy Miller type character. But yeah, I've just truly enjoyed it. And for people who are not keen on Clara or Jenna, she is signed up for the next series until the finale, and she's here to stay. I thought she and Capaldi had really good chemistry, and I really enjoyed it. I can't fault it.
So, Nightwing, can you mute your mic?
I'm back.
Okay.
Did you go to the toilet? I can hear some flushing.
Wouldn't be the first time. Oh man. Okay. Quick note here. Ian Levine chimed in on Twitter was saying this was easily the best Doctor Who Christmas special ever because it was quite simply in a different league compared to all the others. Moffat has surpassed himself.
Oh, that's great.
That is some high regard, really, if you think about it.
The only question I asked is how many eggnog he had.
How much he got paid?
Hell, Moffat can't go anywhere but up after this.
What was that young girl's name? Shona.
Shona.
That was it was. Okay, Shona, yeah. I was kind of hoping, I wouldn't mind seeing, her being companion, because as someone brought up in the last cast, she does remind me a hell of a lot of Lucy Miller.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, it's, Lucy Bleeding Miller. Yeah. Okay. So, let's run through real quick. Low points for this episode. Let's start with Matt. Was there anything you felt was misdone or that you would have done differently in this episode? Or
explain more about the dream crabs, because we didn't know really why they attached to 7 people, and it was supposed to be part of an invasion, but you don't see what the invasion is.
I know, it's like, come on, 7 people, you're invading the planet, you can do a little better than that. All right. Anthonie, low points.
Well, definitely the not explaining the dream crabs and leaving it wide open like that, hinting at basically Doctor Who is just the entire series all the way back to the 60s is nothing more than a dream. I find that quite appalling. The cuts at the end with all the like Lord of the Rings style endings, that was kind of atrocious. Just in a lot of the camera angles, I mean, I had a very difficult time watching the episode and even trying to enjoy it, and I did give it its fair shake, even though overall I kind of thought Series 8 sucked. To be kind about it, it just seemed like Moffat was trying to shove too much crap into Doctor Who that to make up for Series 8. Because he's got a lot of flack from it. He's got a lot of fans, but he's got a lot of flack. So I think he was just trying to push too hard.
Okay. Callan, was there anything about this episode you didn't like or you felt they could have done better?
Yeah, I didn't like the dream crabs are too easy to get rid of, but then the story is taken up with everything else. But it's not a big problem for me.
Okay. William.
Well, I didn't like that he left the dream crabs. If there were invasion, where's the rest of the dream crabs? And I didn't like that it aged Clara 62 years because that'll put her at 90 years old. And she'd still be able to be able to do everything on her own without any help, or Kane at least. That what weirded me out. And I just wanted to know that since the Doctor and Clara woke up from another dream, are the other people still dreaming too? That was left unanswered.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, were there more dream crabs? Are them poor people still stuck that are in them? But I don't know. Like I said, what was the name of that race again? I forgot it already. It was had a
The
weird.
cow. I can't say it. The cow factory. I can't say it.
Tower Factory.
That's what it was. I remember they had a really weird name for them things, and
Yeah.
that kind of makes you wonder: are they going to pop up again later? But would have been nice if Toby Jones was available for this one. I'd love to have seen the Dream Lord bounce off of Capaldi.
Yeah.
That would have been made much more sense actually.
Maybe he sent them to Earth.
Yeah, there's a theory Santa is the Dream Lord, another form of him.
No.
Okay, AJ, was there anything about this episode you didn't like or you felt they could have done better?
Two of them. One, when Michael Troughton is scanning a dead crab with a barbecue lighter. The prop was a barbecue lighter. And second, 62 years, Clara's place, right? She was still in the same apartment, and not a single thing had changed. No dust, no books been arranged, no greyness.
Talk
She
about
kept
the
it
set.
tidy.
The set wasn't redressed to show the age of the place.
Yeah, but it maybe the dream crab one like
Maybe just after she left the doctor or whatnot.
Okay, what do you want to add, Callan?
it's maybe the dream crab allows her to get on with her life, and then she comes back to her bed at night, he sucks himself to her up against her face or something. I don't know. I'm just theorising there.
Mm.
Alrighty.
You're right. It didn't make much sense.
Well, that's BBC budget cuts for you, man.
Somebody would have gone looking for her if she wasn't going about. She didn't go about her business. And she said she'd thought around the world. She maybe took a great dream crab, thought all over Europe. She maybe took a dream crab with her. Who knows?
Carry on luggage.
No, it's even worse. Clara has crabs. I could have been.
Oh yeah.
You know the part when the doctor saw Clara again as young. Is that the way he sees all his past companions as still being young?
That's a good point actually. That's a
Well,
very
maybe-
good point.
Maybe it's Capaldi's doctor that does that, and not the others. Because remember, every mindset's different of each doctor, so we don't know if he sees them differently in each incarnation.
True, but remember, a Time Lord is very, very old compared to humans. So we're always going to look young to them anyway.
Yeah, but remember in the Sarah Jane Adventures, Matt Smith's doctor called Joe Grant a leather handbag, basically.
I like that. Yeah, it looks like someone baked you. Okay, Philip, was there anything about this episode you didn't like or you think they could have done better? Or?
I've only got two gripes. The first gripe is the bad, terrible use of Michael Troughton. First time in Doctor Who, and what do they do with him? Not really much. Have him eat a chicken and get sucked through a TV screen. Lovely. And my second gripe is, what was it? I can't remember it now. There was something else and I didn't like
You
it.
didn't like Clara staying on, didn't you?
That's neither here nor there. It's happened now. I can't really gripe about that.
Shona.
No, I liked her. I liked her a lot. She was
No,
quite
I
good.
mean, would you like to have come along?
Oh yeah, that's probably bound. That's probably going to happen anyway at some point. Because a lot of people have given her great reviews. So Moffat, if he's got his brain screwed on, we'll add her back in next year. My second, I can't remember my second. Okay, I'll just have that. I'll just have that one. I can't remember the other one that I had.
The science fiction references?
No, I can't remember what it was. Oh yes, I know what it was. No, I can't. It's gone again. It just came up and went again. Oh.
That's what she said.
5 hours later.
I can't remember. I'll chip in when it comes back.
Is it 3 words? My Little Pony?
No. No, I can't remember. It's gone.
Don't worry, it'll hit you. Like I said, it happens to all of us after we hit 40. Ugh.
I can't swear now. Okay, never mind.
Okay, Nightwing. Anything else about this episode you didn't think you liked, or you think they could have done better? Or?
I didn't like. I agree with somebody else said about the poor use of
Michael Troughton.
Michael Troughton. Is it Michael Troughton?
Yep.
Yeah. I think he could have at least survived. That would have been better. Like again, it's a dream, but did he die in real life? You know, the character?
I think
Like,
they said he would die if he touched the screen.
No, they said the doctor said he would wake up dead.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
oh, okay, that makes sense then. But yeah, I wish all of the characters had survived, and I wish they'd had more to do with Santa Claus. Instead of him being a dream, he could have been like the one that, you know, the antidote to the dream crabs or something. Like he could use his Christmas cheer or Rudolph's nose or something. I don't know. Be creative, Doctor Who.
That's
But
just the common. That's just the lowest common denominator. Oh, you know what I mean? It's
Denominator.
The lowest point. Thank
That's
you.
it.
The lowest denominator. That's really low.
I don't know, but like I think they could have used Santa Claus a bit more. And I was kind of thinking that because of that, you know, that teaser that we had where Santa Claus knocked on the Doctor's door, on the TARDIS door. I thought that was going to be like hyped up more, like the Doctor was going to help the Santa Claus out at the North Pole, something like, you know what? Screw that teaser. Screw that teaser. That made no sense whatsoever. I thought it was like.
Well, if you notice, he had a dream crab on his face. You don't know how long the Doctor had that on him.
Yeah, when
He was-
Santa came through the TARDIS door.
No,
that
but I
was
thought
the
that the
fucking
accident.
dream.
I thought the problem was like something where Santa Claus had like, you know, his present wrapping base, where, you know, his home was being attacked by the whatever those, you know, monsters that look like the aliens
Yeah,
from
but
Alien,
Daniel,
you know,
Daniel,
Alien,
but Daniel, remember, Santa Claus only exists in a dream. So therefore, that teaser that we got, that was the Doctor dreaming of Santa Claus
Yep.
in the TARDIS.
Yeah, I don't give a
No,
shit.
what's
I thought
wrong?
Santa Claus was gonna be like real in the Doctor Who world. Like, you know, screw this.
Yeah, say
Move
Santa
on.
Claus is just
Move
a
on.
dream.
Move on.
Would you like to see Jesus in an episode of Doctor Who? Would you?
Maybe.
No.
Well, I'm just
I
saying.
think
some people think
Capaldi's
that, and you-
trying to ask if they could get Martin Luther King in for Series 9.
That would be actually quite cool. That.
Hang
You know,
on.
have more
I'm just
historic
saying,
figures.
children listening to this podcast, then I said Santa Claus is just a dream. Well, maybe he is.
Do you think he'll save him from the assassination, or they'll mess it up and then they actually have to kill him or something?
No. That's
Who
changing
knows?
history.
Who knows?
And yeah, that would be changing a major point in history if he saved Martin Luther King from that fate. You know,
Yeah, but they have to
fortunate as
kill
it
him.
was,
But technically, that's Father's Day.
you know, it's kind of like the same deal he had with Van Gogh. There is no way, you know, that they could avoid what happened to him. You know, except in Van Gogh's case, he took his own life. But
Supposedly.
well, allegedly, yeah.
It's all a conspiracy.
My other bad gripe was what someone mentioned earlier about Santa Claus using the car key thing to shut Rudolph up. I thought that was ridiculous, but it's part of the dream.
Yeah,
part
his
of the
sleigh
dream.
was bigger on the inside as well.
I got a laugh out of that line right there. It's big on the inside.
Yeah, you won't believe the theories now that he's a Time Lord because of that line.
No, I don't believe that.
Yes, Santa Claus is a time lord.
Well, what about the inconsistency of only 3 reindeer? Where are the rest?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where were the rest of the gang?
They went on strike. They went on strike. They won a
The
pay
magic
raise.
idea.
Yeah, but remember,
Budget cuts.
hang on. Santa Claus did say in the episode that he can't be around the world, or he can't do all 1,000 people all in one go. So he's got other people doing his own present delivery. So that's where the other reindeers are.
Good point.
That's a good point.
I still say they on strike.
My theory is they made the mistake of landing in Paternoster Row, and Strax had a little venison that week.
Sir, this would be a tactical advantage of this reindeer.
It had horns and put up a good fight.
Bloody magic carrots.
Now, what about the 2 one-liners that Dreamy Weemy and Beardy Weirdy?
Yeah.
Yeah, very Matt Smith.
That was fucking
F-bomb.
That was Moffat atrocious.
Well, okay, there's an edit.
No worse than the magic carrots.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man.
I mean, there were so many references to other movies. You know, Alien with John Hurt. You know, being the War Doctor. Things from Another World, more commonly known as The Thing. Let's see.
Body Snatchers.
Well, no, maybe not the Body Snatchers. The Thing was one of the references in it. They had a reference to Miracle on 31st Street or 4th Street. 1st Street. What am I smoking today?
34th.
Yeah, that Ghostbusters line.
And Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, but
grabbing the face out of the.
It's funny. The Doctor knows what Ghostbusters are, but he doesn't know what Alien is.
That's
Well, he can't know everything, can he?
yeah,
or
Documentary.
met the aliens, and he was a little upset about it.
the
And that
point,
is-
the point,
So
the point there is that's all in showing this list. So maybe it's her brain, Alien, the Thing
yeah,
from
good
Another
point.
World.
Well, funny
Hello.
thing is, he didn't see any Game of Thrones cameos.
Well, I
could-
mean, it would look a bit out of place in this kind of thing, but well, that's true.
But I do agree that having all these kind of like episodes made that way with all these references to other things, I think it's a bit too far now. We need to make proper real what's the word I'm looking for? Original
Doctor
stuff.
Who?
Original
Get
Doctor
some
Who
new
now.
writers.
get a
Well,
new
come
showrunner.
Some of the stuff they've done through the series has been new, but people didn't like it anyway. So
I
What
did
do you
like
do?
Jamie Matheson, who did Mummy on the Orient Express, so I did like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only original ones that I thought was really original was, like you say, either that one or Flatline. Those two were the most original stories than what we've had so far.
and both written by Jimmy Matheson.
Yeah.
well, the first
But-
night original, but nobody liked it. So again, that's it's alright. It was original, but nobody liked it. You can't complain about its originality. I can't think of anything that would be.
Plus,
I just think Moffat's running out of ideas.
speaking of conspiracies, they mention Alien, which also starred John Hurt.
Yep,
Yeah.
I mentioned that.
And number 3 had Paul McGann.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, he was in Alien 3. Then again, who else remembers Alien 3? Oh my god. Oh man. The only thing I remember about Alien 3 is when the movie was over, we were walking out to our car. This guy had bought one of the caps for Alien 3 in the movie theater, when they had them up there for sale. And he threw it on the ground and urinated on it right there in the parking lot. So, kind of figured out what he thought of that movie. But okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and let's ask one big question. And I know the name Shona is going to come up a lot for this one because she already has. What other characters did you like in this story? Let's start with Nightwing.
Pardon?
What other characters did you like in this story? You can name Shona. A lot of people already have, but
What's his name? The professor.
Michael Troughton.
He's small, but I do like him. He was cool. And I will say Shauna, she was quite funny. And, I think I agree with everybody else. I would like to see her or the other girl. What's her name? The
Natalie Gundy, I'm trying to think. of her
Ashley?
name.
Ashley or Bella?
Yeah, her.
Ashley.
See her back. I'd like to see her back or Shauna, but I think I like the professor for what he was. I also they like the professor. He was the one that brought up the.
okay. My brain's going on me, but his name's listed as Professor Albert Smith. But how did they pronounce it in there? Did
Just
they
keep on
Smith?
calling Professor.
How's it spelled?
Okay, it's spelled with Smith with an E.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought they
That's
said
Smythe.
Smith.
Smythe.
Because
Smythe.
if they pronounced it
Smythe.
Smythe in the episode, that kind of makes me wonder. Evelyn Smythe?
Yeah, I knew you'd say that.
Probably.
I knew you'd say that.
For the Big Finish fans out there, Evelyn Smythe, she traveled with the Sixth Doctor. She was an older companion. She was in her I think mid-50s, if I remember correctly.
She also was more of a motherly figure to the Doctor, not just a companion or / girlfriend companion.
I felt sad when Maggie passed away.
Yeah, me too.
Maggie
actually.
Stables, who played her, passed away just this last year, and it was sad.
That's kind of what I like about. I'd like a character like either, her in Doctor Who. a motherly figure instead of like a best friend or a
I just loved her first scenes in the TARDIS. She was not impressed with it.
I like the fact that she could always take the Doctor down a peg when it was needed.
That's
And
the
she
hot
also
chocolate.
she always had a cup of cocoa for him when he'd done his adventure.
And that
like that.
chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Oh yes, but back to the show. So you like the Professor Nightwing? Okay,
And
Professor.
I also like Shauna as well, but we
Oh,
already I like she was cool.
Okay, Philip.
I'm wondering though. I like Shauna for what she was in the show, but has she, if she ever becomes a companion, would she be too quickly a bit sickly because of the way she is? I'm trying to
Well,
wonder whether I could cope with that or not.
well, she's in other shows. If you've seen her in if you've seen her in other programs, you know she's quite cute and easy on the eye, and she isn't sickly at all.
Yeah.
So that's,
But I did like her in that, so she was a good companion. I liked her in that, and I also, I must say, Nick Frost did do a good Santa Claus. He did do a good Santa Claus. So
I think
yeah,
he
he's
was the only person that you could put as Santa Claus though, apart from like we've already had Bill Bailey, he's quite but we could he had technically Nick Frost was the only person that you could put as Santa Claus, for British culture. Unless you go Brian Blessed, but like Brian's already been used.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? If they said Brian Blessed was going to be this episode, there'd be a theories going around he was secretly King Yukarnos.
I'd love Brian Blessed to be back, but
Romic.
Has he got
just have
parents
him
in the back
in
of that
the movie
slip?
involved.
Okay, so Philip, you liked Shona and
And Father Christmas. And actually, I did like the elves. I did like Dan Starkey and the other guys' portrayal of the elves, even though they were a little bit underused and they were a bit used in a silly way, but they were fine as well.
alrighty. AJ, any other characters you liked in this episode?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with everyone else. Shona. Also Santa Claus because I think he was more of a multi-character because my theory is that he was a construct of everyone's mind. Every time he spoke to someone different, he had a different behavior to him.
That's a
That
good
is
point. That's a
interesting.
very good point.
That's
Yeah.
very
Because
good.
Yeah, especially
at
with the
one,
doctor, he started talking smart.
that's right. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. He was a construct of everyone's mind, so he was a multi-character.
That was one of my favorite points of the episode. No, 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 no. I do the scientific explanation.
Why me?
Oh, the other scene that I did like as well is when they were when they were told to read out the book and they come out with different words that linked up. That was
Oh yeah,
brilliant.
that was
That was
creepy.
clever.
That was creepy. Yeah, it was. It was like scary, a little bit young. Ooh. So it gave me a shiver when they were doing that. Okay, William.
Well, besides Shona, I liked it Ashley. She acted very like a military person, and I liked it Michael Troughton. He was alright. Too bad he passed away in the episode. And I liked the Bellows also. I was a little bit shocked to find out when she woke up that she was in a wheelchair. Santa was cool. I like they were all great.
Alrighty, Callan.
yeah, I like the Doctor. Capaldi was brilliant as usual. Nick Frost, yeah, super. Jenna Coleman she did all right in what she was doing. Don Starkey, nice to see him in another role apart from Starks. Wolf, played by Nathan McCollum. He was in Misfits for a couple of seasons or so. As for guy you're speaking out, he's maybe the professor. He's maybe not dead. It's maybe a dream, but when we catch him up later on, we don't know. And of course, Shona, Faye Marseille, she's lovely and cuddly and she's very sweet. She's been in a lot of things, but yeah.
Also, the lady who played Fiona is Maureen Beatty, Irish-born Scottish actress.
Huh.
See, another Scottish actress getting in there, Mike.
Scottish apocalypse.
Was Shona doing a slightly Scottish accent? I was wondering.
Yep. So yeah, so she's Irish-born, but she's mainly is known as a Scottish actress. So weird. Okay, Anthony. Any other characters you did like in this particular episode?
Short of Shona, no.
Oh, right. She's really cute too. I was just looking through her stuff earlier. She's only 27 years old.
You know what?
Bloody hell.
Can I add something? You know what really got me a little bit is at the end when she's sitting in her apartment. It kind of looked like the bags under her eyes, the color kind of looked like she was a little bit of a junkie.
Wow,
You know, or just really didn't want to go back to her life.
No,
you know,
she was. You could tell that she was crying a lot.
yeah, it was a very, out of all the characters, to have a really crappy ending, I think she got boned the worst. Alone in an apartment that looked like a bomb hit it, and just in that list was just like, oh, how depressing. So, but yes, I think Shona was the highest point of out of all the characters in the episode. And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
All right, Matt. Any other characters you really liked in this episode?
I did like Ashley, played by Natalie Gundy. When she was in her science mode, I did like that. And I also think if she did come onto the TARDIS, I'd still say Shauna. I think she and Jenna would just play off well with each other in acting terms before anyone else thinks of something else. I think she would be a good pairing if they're going for if they do a dynamic duo with next year. I'd really like to see her in the TARDIS with Jenna and Peter, just to be more diverse.
Yep, she was played by Natalie Gumede, who's best known for playing Kirsty Soames.
She was a nightmare in Corrie. I hated her.
She was terrible.
She was a husband beater.
Yes, she was.
Okay.
I'm wondering whether will we get a coda about Dave, who Dave is, to Shona next year.
Yeah, because that's the theories now. People thinking it's the one of the Daves from the Silence in the Library arc.
Oh, come on! How could they think that?
Can't be that. No, that's too far fetched.
You never know with Moffat reusing storylines.
Unless Dave is the name of Santa Claus. I'm sure in one of the old.
Yeah, all right, Dave Claus. I don't remember that one.
Oh, I could have swore I heard that mentioned somewhere. Oh, heck, no.
That's what I'm saying. Because remember, it says on there she's got to apologise to Dave or forgive Dave. So is she forgiving Dave because she didn't believe in Santa Claus, and now she does?
No.
Maybe they broke up.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Maybe that's why she was up crying. Okay, one thing I do want to add is the fact that somebody we all know and love was running around saying that this episode was was the lowest rated and all that. Yet I'm sitting here right here. I've got the overnights right in front of my face. Doctor Who was number 7 for
I
Christmas
know Mrs.
Day.
Brown was number 1.
Yes, they beat Downton Abbey.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, yay!
Hey! Don't mess with Downton. We'll be fighting there because that show is. I know it's a little gay of me, but I love that show. I'll be honest with you, Hugh Bonneville, I think would make a magnificent Doctor.
They beat top of the Pops.
Well, that's easy. That's easy. Anybody can beat that.
Oh, I can't. Okay, has it gotten that bad? Then again, if they had, I think they'd probably gone downhill since Kelly Osbourne was on there. But okay. Let's see. Heck, yeah, they came in just below Coronation Street by less than what do you call it? I think a 1 point. No, wait a minute. Yeah, came in just below Coronation Street. It's like 6.3 million. That's just the overnight. That's not even the final figure.
Is that for British audience or worldwide?
I think that's just British.
Okay.
Check. I got the chart right here in front of me. Yeah. According to unofficial overnight, 6.3 million viewers. Was 7th most watched program of the day. It's like, come on. It's like, I want to see where's the disastrous down drop at. I don't see it.
It was number 1 in Australia.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, but that's Australia.
The soaps weren't running at the time for Doctor Who, so I don't know why it be that low.
Now we can't knock on Australia. AJ's from there.
What about do we have the stats for American audiences?
Now, that won't happen for a while.
No.
Yes, I know there's some folks out there who are still trying to forgive them for Paul Hogan, but come on.
Ooh.
It had an AI of 82.
But come
Wow.
on, come on. They gave us Kylie Minogue for crying out loud. What more do you want?
Don't knock her. She's fabulous.
No, I'm saying that's a good thing. Come on, Australia gave us Kylie Minogue. What the hell more do you want?
Oh,
Voyage
Jason
of the
Dolan.
Damned.
Did they give what was that band that sang Voodoo Child?
Oh God, I hate them. Yeah, I know.
can't.
Oh, you know who I'm talking about. They used the song in
Road Traders.
One of the yes, Road Traders.
That was Last of the Time Lords.
Yeah.
Before they use that song.
Yep.
Okay.
They find that well.
So let's go around because all right, Matt already gave his rating. Okay, Nightwing out of 10. How do you rate Last Christmas?
Now I am gonna be generous because it was like it had some comical parts and it wasn't as bad as I have said it has been, but I'm gonna give it a 3. But like I was saying, other Christmas specials have been better, and I will admit, what the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe is better.
No.
What? Are you kidding me?
Get out the TARDIS doors.
Well, for a Christmas episode, it makes sense.
Did you get like a big bag of weed for Christmas?
What the heck was it? 3?
Oh, come on, nobody got me now, and you've been. Oh, come on. Phillip rated some of the episodes throughout the season really low, and he didn't like half of them.
That's
most
true.
of it.
So yeah,
He was off his medication.
Oh, get out of it! Get out of it!
He's something off or something.
He was high on tea.
So it's 3, it's 3.
Okay, Philip, what do you give Last Christmas?
Well, after subsequent watches of it, I really did get to enjoy it. So, and I initially gave it an 8.5 on the other podcast. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to stay there and say 8.5.
Okay, AJ.
Yeah, solid 9 from me.
Alrighty, William.
After multiple viewings, I give it an 8.
Alrighty, Callan.
I give it an 8 as well.
All right, and I'm almost afraid to ask. Anthonie?
I'll give it a 1 with a not recommending it to anyone who ever view it as a single episode of Doctor Who.
Oh,
Right.
shocking!
Oh my gosh! Oh, man.
A 3 is horrible, and he gets razzed about it, and I get a 1, and I get only a oh my god! Oh,
You're out of your
heartbreaking.
smegging mind.
Somebody, we found a true grumpy cat, and that's Anthonie there. Ooh.
Oh, not if you go back and listen to the 2-parters that we did. I did rate a couple of episodes very well. I just overall I didn't like this episode whatsoever. I won't recommend it as a standalone.
So I'm getting told off. And you let you let Phillip earlier in the series, and then Anthonie now, both off, and you're having to go at me. But yeah,
trust me, I'm holding it in.
But Daniel,
Let's just say I'd be saying fire truck a lot. Okay.
It's a good thing Stephen Price ain't here, otherwise you'd be photoshopped.
Okay, and Matt, you already gave it a 10 out of 10, right?
Yep, sound about it.
Me, I gave it a firm 8 because I really, really liked it. Sure, there were a couple little points here and there, but still, compared to Doctor Widow and a Wardrobe,
you must be on crack.
I was kind of hoping they were going to turn that one into a River Song episode and call it that Lion Bitch in the Wardrobe. But
oh yeah, I looked on my Facebook. They want River back next year.
No, you didn't catch me clearly. I said the F-bomb was out of bounds.
Oh God! Now you tell me. Oh, I could have bitched about it properly.
So yeah, we just got to keep everything else down to a minimum. But I didn't say they were outright outlawed. Okay, so we got a fairly diverse panel here. We got folks who really didn't like it. We got folks who really liked it. Like I said, compared to most of their other Christmas episodes, there have been a few good ones, but mostly just, ugh. But, this one, I thought was pretty good. Especially we get to see a whole other side of Capaldi. We got to see him being happy for a change. Got to see him enjoying himself on the sleigh. Come on, how many more times you going to hear him go, yeah, 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 or whatever it was?
And it makes you wonder how they're going to end Clara's story. She's had too many goodbyes now.
Not soon enough. They can't end her story soon enough.
Next Christmas episode,
Wow,
just kick her out the sleigh.
Okay, Callan, that's right. I forgot. Did I ask Callan for a rating? Or did I?
Yeah,
Okay.
you got me an 8.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's right. You gave it an 8, didn't you? All right. Okay. So, whether you liked it, whether you hated it, another Christmas gone. 9-month wait.
Oh,
Here's the thing: if they're gonna do Christmas episode, do they always gotta be Christmas theme on it?
I
Yes.
know.
looks like it. It looks like it.
Because while End of Time took place around Christmas time, they didn't really make it in your face Christmas, did they?
Yeah, true.
Huh.
Because that was a farewell story.
Yeah. So
Even the next Doctor was that much Christmassy because they're busy dealing with the Cybermen.
same thing with Time of the Doctor. Sure he was in Christmas Town, but still they didn't really go out, in your face Christmas.
No, true.
Yeah, the wardrobe one was really the only one that was outright Christmassy, if you think about it.
No.
And the
No,
snowman.
Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol.
And the snowman.
Christmas Carol was just downright Christmassy, yeah.
I
Oh,
love that one.
so another year of Doctor Who gone into the books. And now we got to look forward to Series 9, Episode 1, Magician's Apprentice. Probably I'm laying money it'll be about the same time next year, about September.
There's also the comics, Ninth Doctor's on the way, and Big Finish, of course.
Oh, yes, thanks for bringing that up. If you guys are bored out there and you want Doctor Who, there's the comics. There's Big Finish audio if you want to go back and revisit your old Doctors. There's all kinds of stuff out there. Or, break up.
That's pretty great. In order for me to get, I'm still waiting for the mailman.
Well, again, if your
You're not
post
getting
office
paid.
runs anything like James's post office internet, you're going to still be waiting in July, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Your postman's going to be wearing shorts before you see that puppy. Oh.
As actually said about the children lead thing, that was the trailer for last Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, they just gave us a clip was all it was for this year.
Oh, that's
Like a
it.
prequel.
Oh, that's,
It was just it was just a clip from inside the episode. That's all it was.
Oh.
What do you expect for next season? What's gonna happen?
Okay, I haven't heard anything solid yet. All I know is we do have one female writer in there. She also wrote for Torchwood. She did write some really good episodes. She wrote Meet, Adam, and Captain Jack Harkness, and I believe.
I read on Cultbox Missy's back for Series 9.
Yeah.
Ah.
Michelle Gomez did look Doctor Who magazine interview right in the face and go, yes, she is back for Series 9.
Yep.
Is it just a regular episode or the season finale?
Who knows?
No, she could be a long.
They don't really have a story arc. I mean, this series didn't have a story arc really. If you think about it, they only brought in Missy towards the end. They hinted at her, but it really wasn't a very good story arc like they did other seasons.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we would see a bit more of her before we got to the end, but.
Yeah, we did see Michelle all the way through, but there wasn't that much of a story arc. She was just turned up occasionally.
Yeah.
Surprise! I'm the female master. Now there'll be a female doctor.
No, shut up.
Oh,
no. That's not happening.
That's like saying they're going to bring a Chinese guy in that does it, do the doctor.
If they did that, I'd like Mr. Sulu.
Well, George, hey, I can see that about the TARDIS doors open going, he goes, well.
The full-fledged flame on George Takei or
The one who keeps going, hello.
Oh yeah, that's the full flame one. Yeah,
I would like to see him. I would like to see him appear in Doctor Who as another character, just for sci-fi sake.
Oh yeah, I'd love to have any of them guys, like Walter Koenig. If you've ever watched Babylon 5, he was a sinister bastard in Babylon 5.
He's been playing. He's been doing a lot of side independent films with a couple of people in Hollywood that are trying to put together a a Star Trek Renegades set of series. And
Yeah, that's right.
man, that he's given his time freely for that. And I tell you what, he's short of the time inconsistencies. I mean, he's going to be older than they're putting this next series of movies in past Voyager, which will make him over 200 years old. And he's still playing the same character now as an admiral. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to explain that one. But yeah, on Babylon 5, he was such a bastard on Babylon 5. But
yeah, he played Alfred Bester.
Alfred Bester, and he was originally going to be the in-house telepath on that show, but he had a massive heart attack prior to shooting, and they had to only bring him in as a guest spot, as a recurring role.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Also, yeah, George Takei, I wouldn't mind Patrick Stewart.
Yep.
I'd love for
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart to show up as a character.
Lovely.
Oh, but you know, that's our dream list. What can you do? Well, guys, last Omega Files of 2014. Next year, we're going to Zoom. We're going to go video. So, it's going to be an interesting experience because we're going to go from audio into the video medium, and I'm really hoping folks will love it. I don't know. Anyone have any final thoughts for this year, for 2014?
Well, it was a bit sad Linda Bellingham's passing.
Yeah, we lost a lot of folks from Who this year. We have a lot of side folks, and yeah, Linda Bellingham especially.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams we lost this year. That man was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Although Capaldi's first season wasn't up to much for me per se, I am looking forward to see what else they can pull out for him next year. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, going back on it as a whole, it flows better. Because I've got the box set, so it flows better when you rewatch it, all of it, except Into the Forest of the Night. I still don't like that.
Yeah, I still can't figure out what they were thinking with that one.
They were on crack.
Did you see the article where Moffat goes, apparently he had scientific advisors for it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope Unit comes back.
Who?
Yeah, I think that's where it's at with Unit.
The Iron Brigadier. Dun, dun, dun.
You should see that on YouTube, the fan intro of Cyberbrig, the continuous adventures of the Brigadier.
I still think that was a wrong one. That was a wrong one, man.
Okay, let's go ahead and get farewells from everyone. We'll bring this session to a close. Let's start with Nightwing.
Thank you for having me. And yeah, I did say I was going to be on every episode of, this season, but with me now working and shit and.
But
so
Daniel,
on,
it's just as well. That's just as well, Daniel. If you're going to give a score of 3, you might as well not come at all, darling. But there you go.
Yeah, but you're the one who gave like the first 3 episodes really low scores.
I'm only 1. You are. Carry on.
No, but I am really looking forward to next season. Just hope that Clara isn't the main dominant
Character.
person in the whole series. So at least hope that we get some
Clara who...
stuff from Capaldi. More character development.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
technically got character development, but that's just, what I mean. Moving on. Fire truck.
Okay, Phillip.
Yes, well, thank you for having me on. It's been a good, an enjoyable podcast, and I look forward to seeing you next year, people, for more Doctor Who, or as everybody else says, Clara Who. There you go.
Okay,
AJ.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's been a good year, and I hope to catch you in the new year on Zoom.
All right, William.
Thank you for having me here. A happy New Year, everyone. I hope next season we get to see more of the character building with the Doctor, and wishful thinking of maybe somebody from the past showing up. And again, if any ladies wants to join the Omega Files, contact Dr. Freedom or Lady G.
All right, Callan.
Yeah, I hope you've all had a very good Christmas, and I wish you a happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
All right, Anthonie.
Well, thank you for having me on. Hope we can continue next year. And I definitely agree with most of the other panelists about hope we see Capaldi get the chance to evolve this Doctor a little more and have a lot less Claire on the episodes.
Okay, and Matt.
Well, thank you for having me. After after a neglectful invitation, I had to specially download Skype for this.
Oh, whoopee doo!
Oh, come on. You know you and the Whovians are always welcome over here, man.
Thank you.
Okay, well, be sure to join us this next weekend, January 3rd. We're going to start this new year up with going back into the key to time. I'm going to start with the Rebus operation, if I can stay awake through it. I have to this time. I'm reviewing it. And, all I can say is many happy returns. I hope everyone has had a happy new year, and I hope they have an even better next one. And be sure to come and join us on Zoom on the Omega Files. Good night.